As a freelancer, you know the number one rule, which is never work for free. So let's make sure that you get your billing set up. You can bill per project or you can bill per task within that project, depending on how you like to think about it. So think about projects as a really big thing that you're offering, and then tasks are smaller. And then we also have subtasks that help you get into the granular detail of how you're going to get things done. You won't bill at that level, but you can bill at both the project and the task level. I'll show you how to set up each kind of project. So let's take a look at this client. I have several different types of projects that I am working on with this client. So let's take a look at hourly first. So you can, when you create your project, you'll click the plus button. Within your client, you'll click into your client and click the plus button. You can also click projects and the plus button, and you'll choose a project. Then you'll give your project a name, and you'll be able to set up what the things that you need for this project are. So here's my new project. I'm going to click on edit, and I'm going to choose start and due dates. Those are optional, but it does show up in your calendar, so you can make sure that you're not overbooked there. You can choose whether or not your client is going to be able to see this in their client portal, and if they're going to be able to see the time that you have worked in the client portal. If you're working hourly, that might be a really great benefit for you. So here's where you'll see your project fee type. So if you choose hourly, you're going to set up the amount, and you can set an hour estimate as well. If you choose a fixed price, same basic principles here. You probably would not want to show your time worked on this fixed price, but you probably still want to track your time, even if you charge on a fixed price. That way, you're going to know when it's time to raise your rates, and Moxie can give you your true hourly rate based on the time that you're working. So you'll just set your fixed price amount here. And as soon as you create this project, it will be available in your invoicing to bill. If you choose project type, fixed price, and then add your amount. When you have a recurring or a retainer project, you'll add the amount that you are going to get paid for every single recurrence. You can set that recurrence period as well. And you can choose whether or not you want to be able to bill ahead of time for this or after the work has been completed, after that timing period has been completed. Set up your start date, and then you can also estimate your hours here. And if you add an hour estimate and then track your time to this project, you can set an overage rate. So when you have a recurring project, we suggest you track your time to this project. And if you go over the estimated hours that you are going to use, then Moxie will calculate this overage hourly amount per however many hours you are over the hour estimate that you agreed to. That's something you want to make sure is in your agreement, but absolutely you should get paid for all of the time that you are working. So that is available if you negotiate that with your clients. If you choose per item pricing, this is going to allow you to charge per task. So if you do a big project, like you're doing a whole website overhaul, but each blog you want to charge for a certain amount, and then each page you're going to charge a separate amount, and then you're going to charge one amount for the entire project, you'll want to do this per item pricing. So let me show you how I would set that up. So I'll create a web project here, and I've chosen per item pricing. And then as I go to add my tasks, I'll click on task, click on the plus button and add a new task here. Let's say I am also going to write some blogs because I'm multi-talented like that. I'm going to select the product or service. This is going to pull up your product and service library. It's going to show all of the services that you offer alongside the rate that you offer it at. So let's say that let's say I'm going to charge this blog, I'm going to charge this $1 per word. And so when I complete this blog and I know how many words it is, then I can say, here is my 799 word blog at $1 per word. You can attach it here for your client as well. And then once this is marked as complete, now it will be available for you in billing. When it's not in the complete column, so it's in any of your other statuses for your projects and your tasks, then it's not available for billing. So when you have a per item pricing, in order for it to be available in your billing, it needs to be in the complete column. So I'll save my blog there, and then I'll add another task. Maybe I am doing just a one-time setup fee. And then I'll choose this product or service. Let's say you can always add a new product or service here, and it will be saved for you at a later point. You can use this currency if you work globally and you want to charge, let's say, 500 USD as well as 500 pounds sterling. You can add another currency here as well. So now I've got my setup fee here. I'm just going to do one of those. So there is that fee as well. And again, we'll want to make sure that's in the completed column, because otherwise it won't show up in your invoice as something that you can bill. And then if you have a product or service you want to charge hourly, so let's say you're doing some SEO work for them, you'll go to create a new project here, and you can choose this build by the hour. And that's how you'll see here, this one is my SEO rate for charging hourly. And then when you track time to this project, you can click the play button to track time in real time, or you can manually add some time. So let's say yesterday I worked on this specific project for an hour. I'll save that here. And now you can see my time worked. Let's make sure I save it. My time worked in those details will save, and you'll be able to see the time that I have worked on this project. And now it is added here in my SEO hourly rate. So however you want to bill, Moxie can support you there. We want to make it as easy as possible and as flexible as possible to work with the systems that you already have built.